Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the Presidential GM Mode. I am your special guest host for the episode, the founder of SpaceX, and most importantly, the man who shall colonize Mars, Elon Musk. Now, before we get on to me making Mr. President Trump's life as miserable as possible, as a special guest host, it is my job to inform you all of a recent trade that has occurred between Trump himself and former President Biden. For context, basically at the end of every premium event in the series, a short trade window will open up to the three presidents. This window gives the three a chance to negotiate deals for acquiring certain stars on each other's brands that they may have their eye on. For Donald, it was a case of removing the goat Tonga Low from his brand before he could mess things up for both him as well as the tribal chief Roman Reigns any further. Luckily, as a big fan of the GOAT himself, former President Biden took at the opportunity, offering Grayson Waller for the GOAT's services on the condition that an extra $30K was transferred to Mr. Biden's budget also. The reason for this being that Tonga's stamina levels are incredibly low, whilst Grayson's were still quite moderate, meaning Mr. Trump could assign him to matches straight away, whilst Mr. Biden would have to work around Tonga's stamina recovery. This trade and any future ones will be actioned and finalized by the president's consultants who are helping them run their respective brands. So, in Mr. Heyman's case, I wouldn't be too surprised if he can actually sleep at night now, since he'll no longer have to deal with that troublemaker Tonga. In addition to that, the three presidents also had to make the decision of choosing a shake-up card, an important asset which also becomes available to them after every premium event. It's certainly something that can change your luck for the better. A perfect case would be Mr. Trump here once again using his art of the deal power play, gaining a card that will double his current salary. And here he had the balls to state in the last episode how Mr. Obama and Biden were the ones being handed luck. Speaking of the two, whilst their shake-up cards were not as beneficial, I'm sure they will both find good enough ways to utilize them. Now, don't say that I'm not a man of the people. Whilst I may have come out on top in deciding this episode's guest host, this behemoth of a man with me for the intro certainly has his supporters. With that said, tell them, Momos, what do you think we can expect to happen in this episode?
Oh man, you know you're always gonna have a blast with this series. Personally though, I'm backing my boy Obama to turn things around. It may be a high climb back up to the top, but trust me, I know all about tall climbs. I mean, look at me. So I believe in the guy, regardless neither man are giving in yet. And that's great to see.
Great analysis, and I'm not just saying that because you could crush my head quicker than space itself could. Here's hoping we'll see you as a special guest host soon. With that said, enjoy the video, everyone.
Shout out to the Homo sapiens!
Let it be known that on this day, the fine viewers have failed their oh-so-great President of the United States, forcing me to deal with this backstabbing bitch.
You think it's easy for us too, knowing that you, of all people, are in the Oval Office every day.
You were my dog man, and you turned your back on me as if you were Seth Rollins backstabbing the Shield. Why the fuck did you decide that you wanted to help book my show anyway? I figured you'd want to be as far away from me as possible.
Because it's funny.
That's it?
Yep.
I hope SpaceX goes bankrupt.
You're certainly doing a fine job trying to make that happen. And for what? Just so you can use those stolen funds to spread your propaganda-filled wrestling show to the masses further.
It's a damn email campaign, Elon. It's not that deep.
Admittedly, I will say it's quite a smart move, though, seeing as you get a small amount of funds for your profit every show by having this.
Funds that will only increase further the more I upgrade this campaign. I should keep an eye on this as we progress deeper into the series.
I've never doubted your smarts, Donald. It's your damn ego that's the problem
Whatever
here.
you say, Mr. Colonization.
Even if the fact of me having a bigger ego was true, at least I moved away from your fat orange ass when my undying loyalty wavered. Meanwhile, you're letting Roman walk all over both you and your consultant, Mr. Heyman.
You'll never truly understand Elon. Roman is greatness personified, and deserves whatever he wants whenever he wants it.
And you think him demanding a tag match with Damian Priest as his partner makes sense for your show?
I never said it made sense. But Roman wanted the match, so it's my job to provide.
Donald, you're the one in charge here. We may hate each other, but for crying out loud, you can't be letting a dictator like Roman tell you what to do.
I don't need advice from a damn betrayer. Especially when Roman himself said he backs me as president.
And what do you think will happen if the man you just bought, Solo Sikoa, defeats Roman in that tag match you've just booked? You got rid of Tonga Loa whilst also screwing over Biden, might I add.
Fake news!
Just to add an even more dangerous bloodline member into the fray.
Shut the fuck up, Elon. You already damn well know that Tyler Breeze was the one who's messed things up for Joe.
And yet Heyman still went ahead with the illegal trade anyway.
I said shut the fuck up. I can guarantee you that everything is going to be fine on my show. Just you watch.
What's up, Barry? There's quite a bit to go over this week, so I'll try and be quick. First up, Bray Wyatt's contract is coming to an end.
I'm more than happy to use a contract extension card in this case since we've got a couple of them in our inventory.
Awesome, I'll get that action. Secondly, Io Sky is wanting a match against Roxanne Perez after the latter cost Io her title at King of the Ring. So don't forget to book a match involving the two in the next few weeks.
Pronouncing Io's name wrong aside, no worries, I'll look into that.
My bad. I'm just a little anxious at the moment. Lastly, Carmelo wants a match against Bronson Reed tonight.
Wait a minute. Anxious? What's going on, Woods? Talk to me.
I just feel really bad about Breeze screwing Biden's budget during the Tonga trade. I know it's got nothing to do with me. But I know how Breeze plays. He's always been crafty like this during our time playing GM mode together. I have no clue why he did what he did, but I can't help but feel guilty regardless.
Woods, please don't feel like that. Joe knows you had nothing to do with it. All I'll say is we both need to relax when it comes to this. I'm sure the creator will get the answers out of Breeze when he talks to him. So keep your head held high, King.
Will do. Thanks, man.
Nothing else I can really do about that. So let's press forward. Let's deal with that Carmelo and Bronson match straight off the bat. Even though Cody retaining the world title kind of put a dent in my main event plans. We can at least get a hot feud going between the teams of Cody and Bronson, and Carmelo and Ethan. Did I ever explain why I wanted the latter guys to be a tag team, by the way? It's because they both have an ego the exact size of Donald's stomach, a match made in heaven. But back to my main event scene. I'm going to be putting an end to the Braun and Bray rivalry, so that I can start that feud between Wyatt and Gacy that I mentioned wanting to do in the last episode. This match should hopefully bring in some big numbers for this week's show. I'm also going to be upgrading one of my show logistics now that I've got some more assets under my belt. Plus, I've got a nagging feeling in my stomach that both Donald and Joe are going to be investing in their logistics too. I figure the backstage crew would be a good start for me. Because teamwork makes the dream work, as Tooney's presidents would probably say. I don't know how, but that guy can make anything rhyme. And he's awesome for having that ability. Keep in mind as well, we also have this royalty power card that we earned from Lyra Valkyria being successful in that women's fatal four-way at King of the Ring. I'm going to preserve it for now, but don't be surprised if I whip that bad boy out in the near future. So yeah, a lot to unpack this week, but that looks like a mighty strong card to me. I just hope Joe's okay after the trade sabotage from Breeze. He's got to find a way to keep his head in the game whilst Donald still has the lead over us both.
Don't worry, Mr. Biden. I can assure you that the creator will do his best to discover the true meaning of Breeze's sabotage towards your budget.
Yeah, sure. Let's not pretend that the creator isn't just going to put this on your shoulders to fix instead.
What can I say? My incredible intellect is a worthy weapon to have.
Regardless, though, I appreciate the quick response, Jordan. Thanks a lot, man.
No worries, Mr. Former President. I'll be in touch.
I'm hurt. Incredibly, in fact. Breeze better have a good explanation for further adding to Donald's infinite money pockets. Regardless, though, I have a job as NXT's general manager to focus on, so let's try and stay the course. Let's start things off with some upgrades to our logistics. I had a dream last night that Barry and Donald would be doing this, so I'm going to make sure I'm ahead of the game as well. I'm going to go ahead and get some fog effects for my show. It's important the show looks as cool as possible after all, just like I am with my aviators. So let's focus on the bright side of this trade sabotage. At the end of the day, I've still acquired the rights of having the GOAT Tonga Low on my show. I think I'm going to go ahead and create the ultimate tag team, Tonga in theory, and they're going to go after the tag titles together. Now, what's the deal with me signing Eve Torres? It's quite simple. I need a new challenger for Stephanie Vacher's championship. I feel like her prior experience in the ring will be quite beneficial as we continue the push to try and catch up to Donald in the rankings. Oh yeah, one other thing. I actually got a memo from the CEO himself, Triple H. He said matches with Paragon and Chris Sabin this month will pop off more match rating-wise. So naturally, I'm going to take advantage of that. I've got full confidence in Chris coming through for me, seeing as he's the one who won me the royalty power card at King of the Ring.
It's been nice knowing you, Donald.
Wow, I didn't even know Donald's voice could go that high.
Do you want to know his exact words before signing off the card for his show? Absolutely nothing bad is going to happen to it. I can count on it.
This is your fault.
On what part of Mars is this my fault, Donald?
Just your presence alone has been enough to fuck everything up for me here today.
We're going to talk about people getting fucked over when I'm in the damn room, Trump?
Hey, wait a minute. I just realized you could have easily denied the illegal trade Breeze made and got onto him about sending you part of Joe's budget. We all know it was you who was supposed to give out the $30K after all. What's the deal with that?
Exactly what I said.
What the hell, guys? We all know it's the consultants that perform the trade deals once they know the details.
Do we? I guess I'll have to mention that in the intro since I'm the special guest host and all.
Are you going to swear on your heart here, Donald? Because if you're saying that, then you're outright confessing that Heyman is a part of this sabotage too, since he agreed to Breeze's terms behind your back.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Great, not even 6 months into office, and the president has already been compromised.
Oh, shut the fuck, Elon!
Shut the fuck! It's Sleepy Trump
Damn you,
everywhere.
Barry!
Settle down, guys. I actually believe what he's saying.
You do?
Of course. I've been battling this fat orange for years now. So I think it's safe to say that I, of all people, know that Donald, without question, would try to sabotage me face to face. So he can then laugh in my face about it straight after.
That's true. That's 100% correct. Thank you, Joe.
Actually, that just makes the situation worse then, because that means Elon is correct about you being compromised in this series. It seems like Joe's consultant isn't the only one pulling strings behind a general manager's back.
I mean, in Donald's defense, this is Paul Heyman we're talking about. It's kind of easy for him to make plans behind someone as dumb as Trump here.
You know what, say whatever bullshit about me that you want, Elon. At the end of the day, it was you and your social media platform that was a driving force behind me getting back into office. So every time you take a shot at me, just remember you're shooting yourself in the foot
L
too.
plus ratio plus you're fat plus you're orange plus you're
L
annoying
plus
as fuck
ratio
plus you're a
plus you're
literal war
completely
criminal plus
deranged
JD
plus
Vance
you're
is a fucking puppet
deteriorating
on
quicker
strings
than
plus
sleepy
Joe and
fucking Joe
Barack
plus
were always
SpaceX
better presidents
is a
plus I will
fucking
colonize
scam
Mars
plus
and
you're a
leave you on
fucking
Earth.
nerd.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Want to book another show, guys?
Oh, hell yeah.
You don't even need to ask. I've got to give a certain consultant a call first, though. Elon, I'm trusting you to keep the booking of my show consistent whilst I interrogate Heyman about this.
I may hate you, Donald, but not enough to jeopardize your booking. I'll make sure to book a good show in your absence. Huh? What's this? I got a message from an unknown number. Looks like it's got some notes for things to do for tonight's show. Must be from Heyman then if the number is unknown. Donald must have told Paul to send this to me during their discussions.
Okay, I've sent your former Boy Scout the memos for tonight's show. Now, will you please enlighten me on why you're upset?
Are you kidding me? You damn well know why. Why did you agree to Breeze handing us that $30K during the Tonga trade? You know damn well that the money transfer was supposed to be from us.
Donald, I'm a businessman through and through. Don't be thinking this is an elaborate scheme by all the consultants. I doubt Woods would have the balls for that. But this has nothing to do with me. All I did was agree to a clearly favorable trade offer that would benefit our brand. I don't care for Breeze's reasonings, but there's no way in hell I'm just going to ignore an extra $30K being transferred into our budget.
You listen to me right now. That $30K is going straight back to Joe during the next trade window. Do you understand? I will not be labeled as the villain from all this.
Fine, whatever. It's not like losing that money is that much of a loss anymore, seeing how you acquired that shake-up card to double our budget. But don't be acting like the situation with Mr. Biden is the biggest issue here.
Oh, great. Here we go. Let me guess it's Roman.
You and I both know he won't be happy about how his tag match
So
went,
now it's my fault he can't win his damn matches? I gave him exactly what he wanted for crying out loud.
which I'm sure is the only reason why we've both not been speared in half yet. Signing Solo was another stupid decision, especially after we just got rid of Tonga. You better fix this, Donald. Make damn well sure that Solo doesn't take that title from Roman. Because if it comes down to it, I will leave you to the Sharks if it means saving my own life.
I hate to say it, but I think Barry was right. Signing Roman whilst Paul is my consultant has caused nothing but problems.
Okay, I think this is the best I could do given the circumstances.
Right, I'm back.
That was a long-ass phone call. I just got done booking the show. What do you
I
think?
gotta say, it's not a bad card, this. Mind going through the reasonings for the matches you've booked?
Sure. Did Heyman tell you that he extended Damian Priest's contract, by the way?
Yeah, I authorized him to do that before I got down to the main reason of the call.
Cool. So, in regards to the world title picture, I'm going to let fate decide. Either Roman starts a rivalry with Nick Aldis from their tables match, or Solo starts one from calling the tribal chief out.
You know what? That's absolutely fine. Roman can fight his own damn battles for once. If Solo is the one to start a rivalry with him, then so be it.
Well, that's certainly a 180 from when you were booking your first show of the episode.
Let's just say I've had a bit of a wake-up call since then.
Clearly. Anyway, I thought the rivalry between Tama Tonga and Damian should continue. And then I thought a huge main event could be Rhea and Liv for the women's world title, since that's a rivalry that's still going on.
Excellent work, Elon. Wow, I didn't think I'd ever be saying that again after our falling out.
Like I said, I wasn't going to allow our personal fallout disrupt what is simply business. As things stand, you deserve to be at the top because your show has been the best out of the three. That being said, you getting a shake-up card to double your budget is pure bullshit.
What can I say, Elon? It's the art of the deal.
Or a trick of the trade, I guess.
No, Elon, that's copyright infringement.
Yeah, please go ahead and use our other contract negotiation card to renew Lyra's contract too.
I figured that would be the case. I'll get it done.
Damn, these contract renewals are going to eat away at my budget once I run out of contract cards. Anyway, on to the show. So now with Braun and Bray's business dealt with, I can finally get Bray's feud with Joe Gacy started. So let's book a promo and see where that'll take us. Now remember when I said I'd be pulling that thing out earlier? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's right, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pull it out right here, right now. That's right, the Royalty Power card, I'm going to be using it. And the reason why is so I can further elevate the main event on tonight's show. We're going to be giving Io the match she wants against Roxanne Perez. And because it's Io Sky, then I can't think of anyone better suited for this card. So not only is her popularity going to skyrocket, but she's also going to get her match against Perez. And not just that, it also further elevates the feud that Roxanne has currently got with Mitchin. And then you put the Intercontinental title into the mix too. Oh hell yeah, that is one hell of a main event I've just cooked up.
What the hell? Blair Davenport's contract has expired and Kevin Owens is taking a week off? Okay, I'm actually fine with Owens doing that, but damn it, I didn't even get to add my input on Blair's situation. Obviously, it's Breeze's job to deal with all the admin parts of the show. So what the hell am I supposed to do without him? I guess I'll have to worry about that later on because I've still got a show to book. Let's start off by trying to get Tonga's stamina back to a good enough level with a health spa card. In the meantime, I want the Motor City Machine Guns to try calling both him and Theory out again, since my attempts to get a rivalry started between the two teams didn't work out last week. As for everything else, well, I gotta keep up the pace with Donald tonight with a strong card. Josie and Cora's feud is at an all-time high, so damn straight they're going to be main eventing. I also figured that a triple threat between my biggest women's stars could bring in some high numbers too. Hell, even Seth is going to be involved tonight, despite not really having a feud at the moment. I definitely need to work on fixing that, since he's my top champion and all. But that's a mighty strong card, despite me having no stipulations. I need to be careful on the spending at the moment for obvious reasons. The trade sabotage certainly hasn't helped that. But it's good to know I've still got a strong enough roster to build a stacked show even with my back against the wall.
Once again, it's been nice knowing you, Donald.
Nah, fuck all that. I've already said this to Elon. Roman can fight his own battles now.
Wait, really? But what about protecting Heyman from him?
His lack of care towards your situation has made me rethink things. And on the topic, I've also made a decision. Originally, I was going to give you the $30K back during the next trade window. I'm going to do one better and double that.
Whoa, 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 hold up, Donnie. I appreciate the thought. But there's no need for you to give me $60K like that.
It's fine, Joe. Donald here got a shake-up card that doubles his current budget.
Damn it,
Are you
Elon!
fucking serious?
And that's exactly why I didn't want to mention that, because Barry and Joe now just think I'm compensating for my bigger budget.
Don't you do that anyway? I don't see the issue here.
Don't worry. Donald, I'm not going to judge you for getting lucky like that. The game's the game after all.
Seriously? After the reaction he had for not winning either of the multi-matches from King of the Ring?
Admittedly, I do regret my reaction to that situation now.
Yeah, of course you do.
Donald, are you sure you want to give me that much money? The sabotage wasn't your fault.
Joe, this is what I want. We can put this conversation to the side until the next trade window, but nothing is going to stop me from giving you what you're owed.
Nice going, EO. Shit. Donald, I'm sorry for sounding like a complete ass just then. I think the stress of being last in the rankings is getting to me. And then to see you get handed an increase to your budget like that certainly doesn't help my mood.
Holy crap, fair enough, Julia.
I was about to say, but anyway, it's fine, man. I can't be mad at you for being upset at the game, handing first place a lifeline like that. Unfortunately, the art of the deal becomes a factor even in something like GM mode.
There's no way you're referring to the concept of luck as the art of the deal now, right?
I might as well put my mark on it and make it a cliche whilst I'm the most powerful man in America.
And now Theory has beaten my world champion. This show is absolutely insane.
Honestly, Theory is actually perfect for your brand since you said it's all about second chances. If anyone deserves a second chance to prove himself, it's Theory without question.
You know, he and Grayson actually reminded me of Donald and Elon before the latter two had their breakup.
For the love of God, I've already had enough of this from Truth in the last episode. It wasn't a breakup.
The media can be quite fake sometimes. Is that a phone going off?
Yeah, my bad, guys, it's mine.
Why on earth is your ringtone the Unova Gate theme?
Because it's the perfect kind of music to fall asleep to. I'm gonna go answer this. Hey, Jordan, you got an update for me?
Indeed, Mr. Biden. I need you to meet me at these coordinates that I'm about to send to your phone.
Right, and that doesn't sound shady at all. May I ask why?
I've convinced Mr. Breeze to explain the reasoning for his previous actions. He had a condition we needed to fulfill, though. That being to meet at a neutral location where he could speak to you face to face.
I'm on my way.